Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and this video is 10 snap-on tools that I really like. Actually it's 11, or actually some of them are in sets, so it might be more than that. But anyway, let's go through these, and these are very specific tools. They might be part of sets, but they really perform, and I'm thrilled, and they are on my list of things that if I lost them or they broke and I couldn't get them replaced, I would go buy exactly the same tool again. So let's start out over here, and that is the classic 12-inch pry bar that Snap-on makes. I had this one. This is an older one. Love this thing. I actually have the older black handle one. It's shown up in a few videos. But anyway, I love the orange handle one. Found another one. They've changed the composite a little bit. It just feels a little better. I got that. Then they came out with the ones that had the striking tail caps on them. So I had to get that. Then they changed the handle design. Had to get that. And then I'm switching over as much as I can to high vis. So I had to get that. But anyway, I love this. This is a go-to tool for me. The 12-inch pry bar that Snap-on makes. I just love these things. On the little side, this little tiny pick. This guy right here, I go to for all kinds of jobs. Whether I'm threading things through small holes or cleaning out small areas, this particular pick is one of my favorites. Actually, my favorite pick probably. Now that I think about it, there's only 4 choices, and this is it. This is the winner right here. And I've got long and short, and they're just this design. I don't know how they dialed in that particular kind of a bend in the tip, but it works. So that's it. This particular size scraper, carbon scraper. In fact, this is a warranty replacement because I wore out my other one. I love this thing. There's something just about the size. I actually like this handle, this tri-lobed kind of soft comfort handle. It's just an amazing tool. Just does all kinds of different things. Yes, it's got some prying capabilities, lots of scraping capabilities, but this palm-sized instrument really does a lot of jobs. So I've got the full set of scrapers, but this is the one I'm always grabbing. This ended up on the list because I don't know if there's any comparables in the market, if anyone else makes one. But I find I grab this thing for all kinds of jobs. I just had somebody in the comment section of one of my other videos said basically that I had mentioned this in, I don't even remember what other video, but they went out and got one and loved it. I think it was my video on tools you just had to have after you saw them working, but it's a go-to. This is an amazing tool. Love the thing. This is a kind of a smaller lineman, and I don't know, there are some smaller linemans, but they don't seem to be full-featured linemans, you know, with grabbing and nice big knives, sharp, high quality, silky smooth. But this smaller Snap-on, this is the 57 AHLP, is the little brother to the big Snap-on lineman. They call both these linemans, but this is the full-size lineman. You know, and compared that, here's a big pair of Ideals. Nice and smooth. I like these better than my other pair of Ideals. Let me grab them. That were, I think they showed up in another video, that were a little on the stiff side. There we go. This one's got the tape puller and the crimper, but I got another pair. This thing, I mean, if you look, check this out. You know, you can just see that there is very little resistance with this guy. This one's stiff. But anyway, I am a big fan of these Snap-on lineman pliers. Just feel great in the hand. Look how narrow those are compared to the others. So they just shrink right down inside, but then to go even smaller, but still have the lineman bite. These are great. Love them, love them, love them. This guy here, this is the wide mouth 6-inch. Is it 6 or 8? Don't have my Snap-on tape measure handy. But anyway, it's a small, here it is. You can read that. So it's the 6, the ADHW6, W assumed for wide. This particular guy is super handy. Nice profile, wonderful size. It's one of my favorite Snap-on tools. This guy right here. It just does so much in such a small package, and that wide jaw goes out. Sometimes you don't need the torque. You're working on plumbing or something, and you can see that this went out to over 1.25 inches in a tiny little tool. So that's a winner. I'll jump up here. This guy, I've talked about this in a few other videos, just these palm-sized ratcheting Snap-on screwdrivers. They've got basically the same guts as the fancier ones that have the, you know, adjustable handles. These are fabulous too. Couldn't live without them. But this is just an amazing tool, and I find myself using it all the time, and I enjoy every second it's in my hand. On the small side here, this is another one. This is their tiny little 1/4 inch. I've actually got a spinner on it. 1/4 inch flex head micro little ratchet here. You can see, if you can, the number. I don't know if I can read that. Looks like, what, a TF something or other. Anyway, this is a tiny little guy, reversible, so just works great. The way your hand grabs it is just so natural. Flip it back and forth. You can do a lot of work. I keep a spinner on one of them. I've got a couple of these. Mainly it's a low torque, but I can throw something on, cinch it up, and then finish the job like this. You can also speed it. This is just a wonderful little ratchet. Pricey, especially for the size, but amazing. Really nice. Next would be this hammer. This is the 24-ounce dual head. This guy just goes with me all over the place. It's a fabulous design. Replaceable heads. You can take these off, and Snap-on will be happy to sell you new replacements for like $11 or something. But this particular size, and I think it's got a dead blow or something inside it. Maybe not, but it just is a solid performer. Love the grip. Love those two different plastic heads, and just use it all the time. Next to the last would be their striking scrapers. These are just amazing. They come in different sets. This is part of the small set. This is part of the larger set. I think they both come with this one, which has got multiple edges. But these things are so incredibly handy, and you can just beat them up. You know, and they just keep taking it and coming back and asking for more. They are just rock solid, heavy duty. Find myself grabbing those all the time for all kinds of jobs, whether they were made for it or not. And last is actually this guy over here. I've got this one. This is the larger Snap-on light, but I have to keep it in a cage because it'll turn on if you look at it hard. But this little guy, it's got two settings. It's got that blast and then a little less and then off. Spins around in here in this magnetic stand. I had to put some electrician's tape on the bottom because I kept getting a lot of filings of crap in there, and they ended up kind of clogging up the magnet. Simple thing, micro USB charging on, you know, off basically. But this thing is super handy, real strong. So it's easy to mount, and then you can make the adjustments wherever you want. Plus it balances just fine if you need to point it up or just wedge it on something. It's small enough, lasts long enough to get most jobs done. But this old guy, he's just a great performer, even though I've got the fancier stuff. But anyway, that's a 10 plus Snap-on tools that I absolutely love and enjoy using, and every time I pick them up I'm just excited about where they're going to take me. And with that, Doc out.